Hey friends, I heard a rumor that some of you guys are bored with Monopoly and Scrabble, and the Edge House is really big into board games, so I'm going to give you some game ideas. This is certainly not the world's greatest games necessarily. This is not meant to be like my top 10 or anything. It's stuff that I was thinking about that you could get probably fairly easily. So let's take this away. My first thing is some games that are like tile laying. There's a classic Carcassonne where you lay little castle pieces. That's really good. This one is QueenDomino. There's also one called KingDomino that's a little simpler. They're both really good. They're kind of domino based, really. And then you've got this other one. I should say, first of all, before I get too far into this, I don't have some of these games because they're at the Edge House and I can't go there. So my daughter drew the covers of them. Also, Azul, really pretty, lovely tiles. And I think you can get it at Target, maybe. I'm not 100% certain. Anyway, that's a good one. And then we have one that we play a lot called Takedo, which looks like this, sort of. It's very simple. It's like a super, super chill game where you collect beautiful things. It's really lovely. Then we have, switching gears a little bit, we have a word game. For those of you who are playing a lot of Scrabble but tired of it, I would suggest just one. It's a really great party game. It's very fast, it's very silly, it's better with more people, but if there are 4 or 5 people in your household, super great. And I think you might actually be able to play it like over Zoom or similar. You could probably work that out. Then we have what's called a roll and write, Railroad Inc. I think this is about 20 bucks. It's fairly cheap. It's really great. Comes in red and blue. It's a dice rolling game where you draw little train tracks and highways. It's really fun. It's really fast. Kind of soothing, actually. And then we come to some old standbys. These are classics that probably anybody who likes board games knows or has, but I'll just remind you of them. Dominion. Can you see that? Dominion is a card game. It's a little pricey, but it's just hours and hours and hours of fun. And then, of course, the classic Settlers of Catan. Abby's really proud of that drawing that she did. So those are good classics. You can get them pretty much anywhere that you would like to. Now, this one is one of my favorites, actually. I said this wasn't a favorites list, but this is very cheap, and it burns your brain. And it's also completely silent, which is kind of hilarious. It's called The Mind. You're trying to put cards in numerical order without communicating with each other at all. So fantastic. Can be played over and over again. Great, great stuff. Then this is one of my favorites, actually, as well. It's also not cheap. You can see the size of this box. It's like huge. It's called Megacity Oceana. If you like dexterity games, you're building crazy looking buildings with these fun plastic pieces, and then you have to slide them onto the table without knocking them over. So good. So huge. Yeah, but if you have some money to spend, why not? Then we have some set collection games. A classic one you can find in a lot of places is Sushi Go. So good, so fast. And similarly, there's a game called Point Salad. It's a little bit different mechanic, but it is also really good. I got it last year. Highly recommended. So fun. And then you might be thinking about pandemics a lot right now. I know, too soon. There is a game called Pandemic. It's actually really, really good. It's a cooperative game where you are trying to save the world from diseases. I don't think it's too soon. I think it's really cathartic, actually, to play this game. And there's another version, another co-op game that's in a similar vein called Forbidden Island. It's a little simpler, maybe more readily available, I'm not sure, definitely cheaper. There's a whole series of these, Forbidden Island, Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Sky. They're all great, pick one, they're fantastic. And then finally, this is, I think, the Connor family's most favorite game right now. It's very cute, it's not very expensive, it might be $30, I think it might be more like $25. It's called Draftosaurus, right there. It has these really cute little dinosaurs that you draw out of a bag and then place on your player board. It's so fun, it's so fast, it's good for so many different ages. Yeah, so I have to say too though, now is a really great time to be playing board games, obviously because we're all kind of bored and it's good to entertain ourselves that way. but also it's a great time to try to support your local game shops. So certainly you can get pretty much all these on Amazon or at Target or similar. But I want to invite you, if you're thinking about one of these, do a little Googling and see if you can find your local board game shop and give them a call or email them and ask them if you can pick it up from the curb, have them throw it at you and you throw them your money, or if you can order it mail order, because those shops, like a lot of other small businesses, are not doing real well right now. So give that a try. Woodburn Games in Cincinnati and Boardwalk Games in Cincinnati are both really great, and I'm sure there are other ones in your town. Blessings, friends. Wash your hands. Stay home. Love you.